I think we're good. Okie doke. Hi, everyone. Let me get the YouTube chat up. I have Twitch chat up and rolling. Ready to go. And I'm getting so much better at not neglecting YouTube chat. Okay, I think we're good. All right, KKTV is here. They said hello. That means we are up and running. Now that they're here, everything is good. All right. Can I filter? I might filter the activity feed a little bit. Oh, sick. It doesn't let me do it easily. Okay. All right, now I should be able to no scamming. What is the project? I think it's in the description if Restream is working. It's in the description. It's basically Freedom Math, which is a converter between pretty much everywhere else in the world and USA units of measure. So we're doing that as like a basic little guy. Maybe I should add it as a command. Hold on. I'll do that real quick. How's everyone's Friday? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, you guys. Actually big. All right. Oh. I'm at, okay. Hold on, YouTube is killing me right now. There's a chance this is, okay, we'll do. Hey, Technologist. Hey, Bose Erico. Hey, Atharva. Hey, FFM Pog. Very cold. How's the weather project going? It's good. It's good. I'm slowly getting back into my little routine of doing anything off stream. So we'll be building. Linking build. That's all we need. Okay. And then I need to go to the Twitch chat. Yo, what's up, Jack? Favorite YouTuber? Oh my God, that's so flattering. That's so nice. I didn't know you were on Twitch as well. Yeah. Twitch is the OG. We've been on Twitch. Twitch is... Or the original BashBunni. Oh, okay. It was added. Okay. I think we're good. Yippee! Guys, we're still in Gremlin mode. It's Gremlin week this week. Did you know? Look for a job in Palantir and write bugs for us. Easy. For sure. Okay, the fun thing is I feel like I don't know if I thought this through very well. Because I kind of got chat. I got chat up. I have chat up. But I don't have it on my... Okay. There's a chance I messed up here. Hold on. I might have to put a little backup chat on my other computer so that I can see while I'm coding and stuff. Are the chats combined? No, they're separate. Honestly, actually, maybe. Oh, wait, they could be. BashBunni, you look Russian. I have 0 Russian ancestry. I have Scottish, and then way back, if you keep going back forever, it's French, Scottish, and like Irish further back. But French and Scottish. That's all we got. No Russian. Is it MyHeritage certified? I don't trust any of them with anything. Was it 23andMe where were they like exposed for selling a crazy amount of data? Or was it like a data leak or something? I feel like I remember some kind of crazy lore that happened there. Yeah. Were they selling it or did it? Hold on. We gotta find this out. I gotta look it up so that I'm not spreading misinformation. Was it 23andMe drama? Data. Oh, was it data? Oh, is it data breach? Which is crazy. 7 million. It was a credential stuffing attack. Downloading raw DNA data, health information, ancestry details is crazy. Oh my God. So they had... Okay. So the hackers accessed 14,000 directly compromised accounts, downloading raw DNA data, health information, and ancestry details through the 23andMe's DNA relatives and family tree features. The attackers also scraped and exposed data for an additional 5.5 to 6.9 million users linked to those accounts, including names, birth years, locations, and profile photos. That's crazy. But like, imagine someone nefarious gets access to that information about your entire family tree, and then they reach out pretending to be one of your family members, being like, hey, it's me, so-and-so's like your cousin's brother twice removed. I'd really love to reconnect with the family. Like there's like literally a TV show about this. Something Pete. The guy's name is Pete, and he's like a scam artist, and he pretends to be like their long lost cousin. But like, imagine they had a $30 million settlement in September of 2024 to resolve class action lawsuits alleging negligence and failure to protect customer privacy. The UK Information Commissioner's Office found that 23andMe lacked adequate safeguards, such as mandatory multi-factor authentication and robust detection systems. That is insane. Ooh, Privacy Commissioner of Canada and the UK Information Commissioner's Office. Canada mentioned, let's freaking go. Canada mentioned, huge. That's insane. Not ideal. Yeah. It is so crazy to me when companies go to collect like any kind of health information or biometric data, and then they're like, you trust us, right? This is good. You're good with this. And then it's like there is zero enforcement. It should be locked down to the same degree as healthcare data. It is crazy to me. Like even a lot of like health trackers and stuff like that, like any like fitness trackers where it's like measuring your heart rate and it's measuring all of this stuff. I'm like, that should be considered like medical data. You know, I'm like they got to lock it down. It's crazy too how like when you're in the airport and they go to collect biometrics, they just like the default is that everyone does that. Everyone is giving you biometrics. They don't say that you can opt out. There's no signs up that you don't legally have to do that and you have a right to opt out. Like, it doesn't say that anywhere. You just have to know, which is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I trust some random freaking airline with my biometrics. Sure. Dataless OS, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yippee. Oh my God. Wait, Arctic here for a 20 stream streak is so fire. That's actually sick. Hold on, you're saying that your genome is personal health data? It was more than that. It has health information. I mean, it would probably have any of your information about your blood type and stuff. I would say so. Did you do tests or do you know, you just know based on relatives, the Irish, Scottish, French? I know from relatives. Because I learned a lot about, at least I know like, I know the French side is like super old French Canadian. Like I'm pretty sure my ancestors were the ones like on the boats sent over by the French government to populate Canada. Like we go back because my family had like land, like a lot of farmland and stuff in Quebec. And I'm like, they only got land like this from being like one of the OG settlers. And that is kind of what it sounded like from, I knew my like great grandmother on that side. And she was like, at that point she was born in like early 1900s, right? That was sarcasm. Oh, my bad. She was born like early 1900s. And then she would tell me stories about like her grandparents. And I'm like, yeah, they've been on this farm forever. And then I'd say on my Scottish/Irish side is that I know that my, I was very close with my grandparents and they told me lots of stories about like their grandparents. And I was like, okay, we're at least like, we got at least a couple hundred years of data here. What did your family farm? I don't know. I don't remember. I was like, oh, they had a farm. Okay. They be farming stuff. Honestly, in Quebec, probably like cattle and stuff. Were they farming memes? Probably. You didn't get the... Oh, Huracan, I'm gonna delete that. That's dark. That's dark humor. We can't... That's crazy. You're a celebrity? Who, according to who? Hello? I'm a girl writing footgun Rust code in my bedroom. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that counts. Do you have relatives in France then also? Honestly, probably. I probably have some distant relatives in France. So it's nice to know about family history though. Yeah, it is so fun. It is very cool. The Bash Dynasty. That's right. That's what we're doing. My mom's side is Irish. My dad's side is German. You get those two hot-headed countries, you put them together and you get me. That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun. I think we might want to switch to Twitch since these chats aren't joined. I still look at YouTube. I see both. I see it all. I see everything. I'm watching everything. Also, Kofik, I'm so sorry. I cannot speak Russian. English only in the chat, please. English only in the chat. Yip, yip, yip. Guys, the Rust, honestly, Rust has been kind of fun. It's been fun having a new little thing to play around with. It's been also so nice having i3 on my laptop again because it feels so much more usable. You know what? Potentially skill issues, but also I was just getting I think, again, probably just Nix being Nix and having everything so like explicit, nothing is included by default. I think maybe part of that was the issue, but getting i3 going literally took me like 5 minutes. It's crazy. Crazy. It's fine. You're going to get better. That's what I say too. I say, you know what? When somebody tries to insult you, they say, you're so mid. You go, okay, it don't matter. You know what? Sometimes you just got to do it for the love of the game. I'm French and have visited a few cities where a lot of French people immigrated to Canada/Quebec. So if you had family in Quebec, I'm not surprised if you have French origin. Yeah, I mean, you get deep enough in Quebecois, you're the people from the boats, you know? We're not allowed to speak High Elvish in the chat. I'm sorry. Cannot speak High Elvish. It's not part of the Bash dynasty. We almost had Canada. Dress. We got the English. It is very funny having the French as like the first ever ally of the United States, just because they were like, oh, we hate the English. We'll fight them with you. It's so funny. The saddest thing I've ever heard. I could give you something sadder. I'll give you something to cry about. No, just kidding. A little aggressive. It's a little unnecessary. Can we speak Rust in the chat? You may. Although there's so many angled brackets that you can't actually speak Rust on YouTube. They don't let you. They're anti-Rustation. It's a conspiracy. We know it. We know big video, big media trying to shut down Rust. We know it. Obviously. It's called a turbofish. That's actually sick. What a great name. Hello, I'm new here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We are chilling. We're going to chat for a little bit, and then we're going to migrate to the Rust programming. Echo, can you bash, though? A little bit. I dabble. We dabble. Why aren't you ZSH Bunny or Fish Bunny? Because when I made the account BashBunni, I was like, I wanted something Linux. I was like, why do I love Linux? And I was like, okay, well, I like it that I can just do things in the terminal. And then I was trying to find words related to Linux and some kind of animal, because I was like, oh, because originally I had a different name on Twitch. When I first started streaming on Twitch, I had a different username. And then I was like, oh, well, people have these really cute emotes. I would love to have some kind of Linux term also with like an animal name so that I can have cute emotes that are after that animal. And then I was like, okay, well, I like this. And I looked up a bunch of different terms that were related to Linux. And I was like, oh, BashBunni. Cute. We can do that. It would have been good. When did you start streaming? In 2021. It's been 20 long years. It's been 20 long years. BashBunni is taken on Twitter, so I had to go for Pseudo Bunny. I was like, you know what? I am root. I'm root, and I'm not afraid to say it. Async traits are so difficult in Rust. Yeah. We'll see that. We'll cross that when we get there. It's gonna be Rust. It's gonna be so rough. Got the intro to algorithms as a hardcover? Yeah, I do. I dabble in books. Sometimes I read. What can I say? Is there a reason to learn Rust when there's no job available for juniors? I don't think that's true. Where did you hear that? Wonder if FFM Frog is taken. That'd actually be kind of fire. FFM Frog would be sick. Frogs are very cute. I hope everyone's doing well. No code crashing today. I agree. Pseudo Bunny is pretty good though. I dabble. I try my best. Actually, I don't even know where their chat messages went. I think it was in a Discord server, and I can't remember if it was in my Discord server or not. But there was one community member a couple years ago who was like here hanging out all the time. Hope you're doing well. Their name was Gzip Christ. And it was so funny. So their name was Gzip Christ, and they had so many other, they had like a whole list of names of things that they had thought up. And I was like, this should be your job. You should be paid to do this. It's an awesome name. It lives rent free in my head. They had so many other ones. They had something with monads that was like, I don't even remember what it was. But they had just, they had so many things that were like good play on words. So good. Yeah. Your mod should be sudos. Yeah, in my Discord, the sudo role is for the mods. Gzip Christ. Isn't that so good? Honestly inspiring. Inspirational stuff there. People are so creative. Modad's Lisa, honestly. Modad Lisa would be sick. Root Raccoon, and then all the code I write is trash. I actually really like that name. Root Raccoon would go so hard. Pseudo Shark or Termiteddy. I like those as well. Monads, that's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. Yeah. Have you tasted a frog? No, I never ate frog legs or anything. I'm not that brave. I like frogs. I like holding frogs, not eating frogs. I want to be their friend. Rootin' and Tootin'. That would also be that's a really good name. You guys are just you're giving them out for free. That's wild. Oh my God. My last car. Okay, wait. 1 in the chat if you name your cars, and 2 in the chat if you don't. I'm so surprised by how many people name their cars. I didn't really know that was a thing. I thought it was just a thing in like movies. Okay, 1 if you name your car. Wait. That's a lot. Okay, a lot of people not naming their cars. Okay. They're all old Betsy. That's okay, but that's like, I mean, I feel like that was like a 30% kind of thing. Okay. Do you name a car like you did? My car is named Gzip Christ. It's so funny. It's so good. Okay, wait, but that stemmed from the comment of On Air Mark, who said my last car was a Nissan Altima and it was named Liam Neeson. That's really awesome. My current car is a Hyundai and it's named Attila the Hyundai. I don't know the reference for that one. Jeep Chrysler. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's awesome. Attila, I don't know what that is, Mark. Attila the Hun? I don't know what that is. You have to name your car. Okay, most of YouTube doesn't name their cars. Huracan? Nano is on a 20 stream streak. Let's freaking go. Is this what happens when I have a schedule? Is this what happens when I have anything remotely resembling a stream schedule? That's actually huge. Okay. I heard y'all want the schedule. Okay. I understand. It's nice to see you back here, to be honest. What? To be dishonest, it sucks to see me back here. Yippee! All right. That's very nice. I appreciate you guys. It is very fun to have a little corner of the internet to just like talk about nerd stuff with other programmers. Is very nice. Do you self-host? I have dabbled in self-hosting. I have a little video that I made of like basically setting up an old MacBook to self-host things. But not really right now. I do want to back up a bunch of my repos and stuff though, because I think that's just like a good idea. I do want to self-host some of that. I will eventually get a NAS, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Rufio, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's your project about? You can do ~ today. It's just a really basic beginner project for Rust. We're just like converting to freedom units using a weather API. I appreciate you for being a paragon of normalcy in these. I just launched my hair tie across the room. I appreciate you being a paragon of normalcy in these times. Yo, I appreciate that. I think it's like, honestly, I think we'd be overthinking things sometimes, you know? There's too many people that are like, oh my God, is the world ending because AI? And I'm just like, dude, just keep living your life. It don't got to affect you that much, you know? It don't got to be that deep. Just do what makes you happy. And if you like coding, just write code. It's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to. The only downside is that, I mean, there's just weird pressures at work, which I understand, but also like, it's okay. It'll be okay. Everything is temporary. Life will go on. Just do things that make you happy. Are you planning to contribute to any Rust project? Do you have any in mind? I'm trying to resolve an issue from the Terso database where they're rewriting SQLite in Rust. Terso, okay, so I met the founder of Terso, and they were very, very nice. I met them at what was it, LaraCon last year. They were great. They're very, very cool. I mean, that would be a project I would consider contributing to. I think I most likely will contribute to the Rio terminal emulator because one of my friends maintains it, and being a maintainer for open source software is a very thankless job. So if there's a way that I can help at all, I'm happy to do that. And I also know that because they're my friend, they'll be very patient. They'll be very patient with me. Glauber, I got to chat with him too a while back. Yeah, he's great. Wait, were you in Denver last year? I didn't see you there. Are you going to Boston this year? Wait, was it 2 years ago? No. Wait, I think it was 2024. No, it was in, I went to the one that was in, okay, listen, my brain. I went to the one in Dallas. Yeah, that was 2 years ago? Oh my God. No, maybe a year and a half. Maybe a year and a half ago. Anyway, that was very fun. I did see you at that one. I was there. I'm going to see if there's any conferences that I might sneak up to this year. We'll see. I'll keep y'all updated. I will keep y'all updated. Because it is also kind of one of those things. It's like I don't got a company sending me places. You know what I mean? So I got to figure out which ones are fun and cool to go to first. Got to do that. I think LaraCon last year, or not last year, the year before. When I went to LaraCon, even that was just like, I just went because I knew that my friends, like all my friends at the terminal shop, that they were going, and I wanted to support and hang out with them. Are y'all winning, son? I am winning. Trax, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wow. LaraCon was the basketball game, right? Yeah. It was. When the companies won't send you, I'm going to send some companies. That's what I'm saying. Do you like Starbucks? I do. This is my Canada mug. Listen, I'm a sucker for a good loyalty program. Okay? I'm very loyal. Okay, listen, you guys know how last stream I mentioned I got rejected by Owala. Owala was like, hey, you can promote us for free, but we'll consider you if you keep promoting us for free. Listen, they had it at Costco. And if I'm anything, I'm a loyal Kirkland signature follower, okay? They got something at Costco, they got a good deal. I'm there. All right. I'm so there. And I do like the freaking Owalas, so I did. Listen, okay? Hear me out. Costco had it it was 2 for 1, but less than 1. It was like 44 Canadian dollars for 2 Owalas. And I looked online before, and I think it was like 40. I think it was close to $50 for 1 Owala in Canadian dollars. No, literally, Hinsey. Literally. That's why I was just like, okay, no. But yeah. So, you know what? It's okay. Costco got me. I love Costco. And I love a good 2 for 1. Yeah. I love a good 2-for-1. I get a good deal from Kirkland. I'm so ready. I got a chicken. I got a rotisserie chicken. I'm like, you know what? Worth it. I gotta get some treats for my dog. I gotta go to Costco. They deserve it. I live in California, not Canada. No, I'm Canadian. I'm a Canadian girl, through and through. I be living with that Monopoly money. You know how it is. Yippee. Yeah. We the North. True North, baby. Girl math is more about the vibes. That's what I'm saying. You know what? I get good cash back from Costco. Costco gives me great customer service. Costco also, they got a great return policy. If I buy something and I got buyer's remorse, I can bring it back. I'm the biggest. I'm honestly probably the biggest Costco shill of all time. I love them. And I will buy from Costco no matter how many people I'm buying groceries for. Hashtag ad, dude, I wish. I found out that they have a Instagram recently. And you know, I don't use Instagram. I don't scroll on Instagram. But when I got to check on something, because I'm now posting on Instagram because my industry requires it of me. Okay. When I do go on Instagram, you know I'm checking the Costco page. I check the Costco page and I go, what do they got for me? And it's just it is like the least produced content of all time. And I'm like, I could do this. This could be me. Bunny's wedding had Costco cutlery. Dude, listen. If I was getting married, it's catered by Costco. It's Costco cutlery. It's Costco through and through. Listen, this would be the plan, okay? It would be, it's Costco catered, Costco cutlery, Costco cake, Costco travel for the honeymoon. Hot dogs and rotisserie chicken, $1.50 hot dogs in a van out front, okay? Just in case. Sorry to change subject. I just watched one make radioactive keycaps. Brother, is she selling them? I need to feel something. Do you think she'd sell them? Costco Ho already beat you to that. Dude, I saw their channel and I was like, this is so good. It is very funny. That is awesome. Are you going to have Costco samples? I honestly should. Would you get an Avant if it had a sign for free hot dogs? Only if it's it has to be a Costco. It has to be Costco branded. I'm a brand girl. And you bet your ass if I'm getting Costco catering everything and I'm using Costco travel, that means I'm getting store credit. And I can redeem things at Costco with my store credit from the wedding, okay? That's how it would go. You asked, okay? I'm just giving you the cold hard truth. I literally have a Costco hoodie and I need to know who manufactures it because it's kind of insane. Costco laptops when? Dude, listen, hear me out. We got to get Costco lined up with like some S tier computing companies. I mean, they do have Apple products, which is crazy. Actually, their deals on Apple stuff is insane. I'm so obsessed with you guys. Don't even get me started. Okay, I got the executive membership. I got the Costco credit card. I'm freaking locked in. I got like 3 years of warranty on all of my electronics because I buy them from Costco. Love it. I love that shit. You know what? One time I ran into trip issues. I booked a flight. I booked Costco travel. And there was an issue with my flight and they canceled it last minute. And you know what? I didn't have to call the airline and wait for an hour. I just called Costco customer service and a real person picked up and they went, how can I help you? And I was like, you know what? You're so right. This is what white glove service feels like. Costco has a travel service. It does. Costco has a travel service and they give you perks for booking with them. So you'll get like free parking or free Wi-Fi or no like taxes or you'll get that and credit to Costco for booking through Costco Travel. It is crazy. Costco, if they offer something, I will check them first before anything. I'm like, if I need life insurance, I need car insurance, I'm going to Costco. I need tires, I'm going to Costco. Costco gave me dandruff, brother. What? Oh, actually, speaking of dandruff, have you ever used a filtered shower head? They have shower heads that filter the water, and it is the nicest thing ever. It is so good. Yeah. So listen, no, you say I'm not rich enough for that. I just bought a filtered shower head that was literally $60 Monopoly on Amazon. It was $60 Canadian, which means it was like $40 American. And it is so good. If you have like hard water or like chlorinated water, whatever, even if you just have like older pipes in your place, it's actually so nice. Okay, wait, I'll share the one that I use. I'm not affiliated or whatever, but I just am actually so stoked about it. Okay, wait, I gotta go look at what the brand is called. One sec. Okay. It's called Atojet. And it has... Okay. It's called Atojet is the one that I have. And it's crazy because it's like... It looks tiny. Like I was worried because I've used like the rainfall shower heads that give you like the full spa experience. This one is like... So it's a Korean brand. And it's got these like laser, what does it say? It's like laser etched thing. It doesn't have like the little rubber things that we get on our regular shower heads. I think because it's got filtration in it. So it's like usually those little rubber grippy things. Listen, I went down a whole rabbit hole when I was looking at new shower heads. The little rubber grippy things are like for mineral deposits on your shower head so that you can like rub it off really easily if you have hard water. But this one, it's like almost a mist. You have to change the filter. Yeah, I think it's every like 3 months or so. I haven't had to, I got it recently, so I haven't had to change it. Does it restrict the flow? Not at all. This one in particular, I found it's supposed to like amplify the water pressure. Like I have good water pressure at my place, but it's so nice. Like I actually think I might prefer this to like the rainfall shower heads. They're really nice. I'm trying to remember what it's called though that they have. Cause this I think is a bit more of like, you don't see this kind, like it's got these like the ultra fine holes in the shower head. So it's like not quite a mist, but almost. Did you get it at Costco? This one I got from Amazon. Unfortunately, I gave Bezos all my money. Atojet USA. Yeah, that one, Denzel. Yeah. Retro says it barely helps with this dirty ass Florida water. Oh no. Have you tried it? Give me one of those decontamination showers. No, literally same. Which one did you get? It's called Atojet. You can get like, they have a multi-pack thing where it comes included with a bunch of filters, but I just got it without all the filters. Just put a Brita in your shower. Honestly though, it has helped my hair a lot. My hair is like a lot less, like it's so much softer now, which is really nice. But yeah, I get excited when I find things that are nice. Legal advice, Costco. Financial advice, Costco. Everything, Costco. True. Their Amazon page says I can glow like a K-pop star. Sold. Yeah. There's 2 different Attojets. Which one did I get? I got the AJ 8200. That's what I got. It's $64 Canadian. That's all I've ever wanted. I know. It says it's a mist shower head. Yeah, it's like, it is almost like a mist to the point where, like, you know how normally when you have a really small shower head, you get like kind of cold? You know, it's like half your body's cold and half your body's in the water. This somehow doesn't do that. And I don't really understand how that works. Okay, what it reminds me of is when you get your hair washed. When you get your hair washed at the hairdresser and they have like a super, like whatever they're using in your hair, it feels like that. I would get relationship advice from Costco if I could. Yeah, actually so good. I see for only $30 on Amazon without the filters. Yeah, it comes with one by default. Doesn't a mist take too long to wash off the soap? No, because it's like, it has pressure to it. Like it's still a stream of water. It's just like the holes that the water's coming out of are like much smaller. So there's kind of like, there's more of them, and it's not like, you don't get like big drops on you. It's just like a very constant, like small stream, or like it's a constant stream of like a lot of smaller streams. They don't little stinging streams. That would be so funny. Me giving you guys an evil shower head recommendation that like hurts. And I'm like, yeah, you need to feel something. You need to toughen up, freaking programmers. We need to toughen these guys up, okay? If they're not doing functional programming, they need a freaking shower head that annihilates them. Are your comments for your YouTube comment on pre-moderation? My comments disappear right after I post. Is it due to a filter? Oh, I can check. I think I have like some of the auto moderation settings on YouTube enabled. Yeah, I do have some of the like default things enabled. I think mine's like, it's not at the most restrictive, but it's like the middle of the line one. I can toughen up in the shower by dropping the temp too. Honestly, you're right. My 3rd cup of coffee and we're still not starting the coding. Listen, if you don't fuck with me, that's fine. It's fine. I'll just cry about it. No, it's fine. We should actually do some programming though. You must be new here. Dude, I'm from YouTube. Come on. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. Okay. I'm being harassed out here. Not to be dramatic. Okay. We can code. Fine. Listen, I thought you guys were just here for my dazzling personality, not just programming. No, I'm caving. Red hot. I've caved. Listen, I saw that the people were asking questions and it's rude to ignore them. So I'm just here to cater to the people. Listen, I'm just a programmer. Okay, so I was working on this a little bit without you. I'm sorry, my bad. Kind of rude of me, a little bit rude. But basically what I need to look at is I was trying to figure out what this weather response looks like. But I actually got it back. Hold on. Was it this one? I swear I ran one of these and it worked. API current weather. Yeah. Okay. So I just added these structs. Is this your Blossom project? Oh, this isn't my Blossom project. This is different. How did it first feel? Did you replace Go and use Rust more now? So I'm using Rust. I think Rust is going to be the main thing that I'm building in for the next little bit. I'm here for the music. There's no music. Hello? It's just me. Here for the personality, stay for the coding. Let's freaking go. You can do exclamation mark today. I know YouTube chat is not used to the commands because this is such a Twitch thing. You can do exclamation mark today to see what we're working on today. I know this is a bit of a personal question, but is this your job or do you do freelance? So right now, this is my job because it's my main priority. So pretty much my plan right now is like, I just feel like I want to make sure that I'm spending my time kind of putting my oxygen mask on first, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I've for so long just to try and like, you know, break into the industry, make a name for myself in the industry, etc. I've like put the needs of companies ahead of my own. And while I've tried to find like middle ground for that, I feel like in different ways you know, sometimes when you're at work, you just kind of have to like prioritize what their needs are, even if it comes at the cost of your own. And I feel like I've been in that position. Like I've kind of put my own things aside for long enough that I'm like, okay, I want to have a stretch of time where I get to just work on anything and everything that I want to, that's going to like benefit me. And so that's kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm just like, okay, I have I have the opportunity right now where I can just like build things on stream, make cool things, make videos about it and do that for now. Whether or not I'm going to stay full time doing that stuff like long term, I don't know yet. Cause I do love connecting with you guys and it can be really hard to balance, especially streaming, balancing that. And then also like a job. So it is kind of one of those things, but yeah. So basically I'm doing like content right now to like fund me being able to just do whatever skill development I need to right now. Oh, sorry. This is maybe too small for you as well. I'll close that. I'll do a little, I can't remember how to resize in this. I don't know if I can use my mouse. Oh, I can. Okay. We're doing that because I forget how to resize in this. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. I think it's just really important to like prioritize your own needs as well. So yeah, that's the plan right now. So I'm going to do JSON and I'm going to make this type weather response. And I think again, once I'm feeling like I've kind of achieved that level of like fulfillment again, then I'm probably going to like, who knows, I might pivot. I might pivot back to a full-time job. But again, it just fully has to do with making sure that I'm prioritizing myself, because I know that I think what a lot of companies want from me isn't always necessarily what I want to give. Let's see. Am I using custom bindings in my Emacs? I use Doom Emacs, so it does have a lot of like custom bindings and stuff, yeah. But it's really good. I honestly, I think Doom is an incredibly well-made project. It inspired so much. I think if you're making your own configuration for like NeoVim or anything, you should 100% like take a look at Doom Emacs, because I think they're like the way they've organized everything, the built-in combinations for like even for it's like evil mode and everything it's like just so good. It is such a good experience using the tool. I love. I think it's such a sign of like really well-made software when you can become a power user just by using the thing, not having to refer to some like third-party document thing. Oh shit, I haven't reminded you to try Orgrim all week. I actually really do need to try Orgrim. I will get there. Bunny just saved me $500 by telling me to book travel through Costco. No, seriously, it is so good. I check like I feel like checking Costco or checking if you have like one of the travel credit cards and you can book through those. Like I think if you have like an Amex Platinum or the like Chase, there's like the really good Chase cards. There's really good like the ones that give you like I think the World MasterCard, stuff like that. Sometimes you can get really good deals if they're like partnered with specific hotels and stuff, but I freaking love the Costco. I don't know how they get the deals they do. It's actually insane. There tends to be music. You're kind of right. I'm thinking I think Nightbot is just slower on YouTube for whatever reason. I would write a Go compiler in Rust just to feel something at this point. I mean, that's kind of the plan. We will be getting there. Let's see. Masoneth says, bash, I use Emacs Doom mode as well for the same thing. I get it, girl. It's so good. It is unreal. You have reqwest. Yeesh. Okay, can we break the fourth wall for a second here? Technically speaking, Bash is speaking to us, but for a fourth waller, she's talking to herself. She's literally talking out loud. I do this. People think I'm insane. You kind of right. This is why you get a pet. This is why you get a pet. And then when you're like talking to yourself, you can be like, oh, I was just, talking to my cat. They really like when I talk to them. Yeah. Streaming is literally like both streaming, YouTube, like any kind of video, anything is just like how well you can talk into the void. It is very funny. Rufio sounds great. Do it while life commitments are low. I can't afford it with my current lifestyle. Commitments are too high, but I do admire your balls though. You know what? It is kind of one of those things too. I'm like, if not now, then when? And if I don't try, then will I? This is part of how I live my life. And this is like, I think it's allowed me to overcome fear of so many things. It's just like trying to think like I'm okay to like make mistakes, but I want to make sure that like anytime that I'm looking back on things that I live a life without regrets. And I think I never want to, this is part of why I'm like, I never want to half-ass anything because I never want to look back and be like, I wonder if that would have gone differently if I had put less effort into that thing. And this is also part of why I'm always like, I try to be brave and I try to be the one of like, even with like friendships, relationships, whatever. If there is like an uncomfortable conversation that has to be had where I need to like, even just say like, hey, this is or isn't working for me. This is coming from a place of like, it comes from a place of like respect of like, hey, I care enough about our relationship to like be slightly uncomfortable for a little bit for me to like, for us to have this conversation. But it's also one of those things too, where I'm just like, if I didn't do that just because I was scared, I would look back on that and say, I wonder if things would have gone differently if I had just like done it anyway. And that's like part of what I was thinking, even with just like taking some time away from being employed. It's a very, like, to be so real, it is a very scary thing to jump into, especially because it's not even something like I didn't have time to, it's not like I was doing a bunch of sponsored content and stuff like that while I was still at my job. I had done some partnerships already, but like I didn't have the time or energy to be able to like have the kind of back and forth required to do collaborations. And so it was kind of one of those things where I was just like, okay, I know that I have the potential to do this stuff, but I don't like, I have like, it's not like I jumped into it and I was like, I need this happening right away, et cetera. Like I gave myself a lot of buffer and stuff, but it's kind of one of those things where I was just like, okay, this is going to be very scary for a while. And it's going to be a lot of uncertainty, especially because it is like more contract-based stuff. But I'm going to do it anyway, because otherwise there's a chance that I look back on this moment and I think, what if I had just allowed myself to test my own potential and see what I'm capable of doing on my own without having all of the extra pressure of all these other things, So yeah, always whole ass everything. You gotta put your all into things. This is part of where I'm like, I just so genuinely do not understand putting like the bare minimum into things, just because I know that I would look back on myself and say, I'm ashamed of that. I always know that there's room for growth. And I think that's universal. It's going to be for everything that you do. There's always going to be ways that you can improve. And I don't think that you should always expect things to be perfect, but I do think that you should always try to make the best decisions that you can with the information that you have at that time. Give yourself some grace, even if it ends up being something that, like, you know, works out for you or doesn't work out for you. It's like, just know that you did your best with all the information that you had and your mindset and everything at that time. And then with the effort that you put in, that is something that is completely within your control, is how much effort you put into things. And I would just hate to be like, oh, this whole situation, this whole thing was like something that I had control over, and I chose to not give myself that full opportunity. So anyway, that's that is my whole thoughts on all of it. But yeah. IRL Costco shopping stream when? I actually do think I think I could probably do like a little series of like meal prepping stuff for Costco for programmers, because I know that you guys, unless you have somebody that's like making you food, I feel like it is so hard when you are like full-time job, like especially in tech, because it's like so much more than 40 hours a week generally. It's like meal prepping is so nice, and it's not in like the like bro way of like, oh, we're eating like chicken and broccoli for 5 days straight, and we're eating like 5-day-old chicken on Friday, you know, like, no, not like that. But like actual good meal prepping is so like time saver. You don't have to clean your kitchen all the time. You have healthy food that you can eat. You don't have to wait to eat. You can get everything, like, you can save so much money on DoorDash and just like optimizing. I'm so locked in on that, because I love cooking. I worked in a restaurant when I was younger, in the kitchen, and I love cooking, and I do meal prep. I like do not eat out. I mostly just meal prep. I'll eat out like on occasion if it's for like, you know, if you have like family or like friends or whatever that you want to go out with, like that's totally different. But I won't just like do it for convenience. But I just think that would be very fun to do like little shopping of like what I would buy at Costco and prep with those things, and do it little for programmers where it's like, hey, you can prep like 3-4 days of food in like less than an hour, even less than that, you know? Okay. Sorry, I was yapping. I was full blown yapping. Who needs a pet when I have ADD? I've been talking to myself my entire life. No, honestly though, too. Like me too. It's also important to know when to let it go. There must be balance and not give too much. I so agree. Especially, I feel like especially within like especially in a workplace, like it's so easy for things to kind of no longer serve you and still, okay, wait, hold on. My computer went to sleep. Too much yapping. Too much yapping. Okay, I guess I'll go big chat for this while I'm yapping. Whole ass is hard, but that's why you say no to things. That's why you have to be really selective too on like where you spend your time. Is because like you're not going to be able to give it's not going to be able to like live up to a certain standard of quality that you can and should expect of yourself if you say yes to everything. You just have to say no. Okay. Masenth says, Bash, do your best without keeping expectations from life. The best advice I've ever received. I think it's really, yeah. Boiled shredded chicken is my friend. Wait, not me, JK. The Instant Pot and air fryer are my must-haves. I use my Instant Pot a lot. I love my Instant Pot. What is the Canadian national food? Oh, here. I can listen. Okay, one that you haven't heard of probably is tourtière, which is like a meat pie. I can't remember what meats, but it's a meat pie. I want to say it's like duck. So there's tourtière, meat pie. There is obviously maple syrup, and not just maple syrup, but maple fudge, which is sucre à la crème. It's like, yeah, maple fudge. There's tir, which is, I don't know what that is in English, but it's where you boil maple syrup and then you pour it on snow, and then you grab a popsicle stick and you roll it up, and it becomes like it's like a semi-soft popsicle, or like a lollipop. There's also poutine, obviously, which is fries, gravy, and cheese curds that are like squeaky cheese, like a special kind. There's also Montreal smoked meat, which is really good. That's usually beef. And then there's also Montreal bagels. And I would say a lot of, like, if you go for Canadian cuisine, like out to a restaurant, it's going to be a lot of game meat. So you can get like elk, bison, venison, duck. What else? I think that's it. Dude, some easy and delicious meal prep for programmers would be awesome. I volunteer for research. Yeah, I think it would be really good. Meal prep should be 1 non-veg, 2 veg, 3 vegan. That would be really interesting. I mean, I was vegan for a little bit. I know how to do all the vegan recipes. We could do it. You use less says, I used to order food 2 to 4 times a day. Haven't ordered for over a year now. One of my best decisions ever. It is such a waste of money. I'm so sorry if you're someone who's ordering in food. I'm telling it to you straight. It is such a waste of money to order food a lot. Okay. But also, I say that as a Canadian because our portion sizes are generally smaller. There are some ways where it can actually make sense. For example, Indian food. If you order Indian food, then they give you, like, some places will give you like a lot of sauce as part of your order if you get like a curry. And what you could do is like stretch that out with like additional meat, and then it turns into like 4 meals instead of 1. In that case, it's like, okay, cost-wise, not a bad compromise. But I'm mostly, I guess, talking to people, that are potentially door dashing every meal. And of course, it depends so much too on like your like home environment, what financially makes sense for you. Because some people, it's like you can't cook comfortably. Totally makes sense. If you're short on time, it can also be one of those things where it's like, okay, well, at this point in time, my time is more valuable than time spent in the kitchen, and I just, whatever XYZ reason, I feel like I can't accommodate prepping stuff. Yeah. But it makes such a huge difference. What is an Instant Pot? It's a pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker, everything all in one. It's like a huge pot that you can put anything into. Canadian maple syrup is on a whole other level. It's so good. Tourtière almost look like a shepherd's pie with the potatoes replaced with more meat. I mean, I would say it is like, well, because shepherd's pie doesn't have a pie crust. It does have like a proper pie crust. We need a meal prep guide for programmers for real, like a YouTube video. Yeah, I actually really should try and do that. It's something that's been on my mind for a while. You're Québécoise? Oui. What company do you work for? I'm currently just self-employed right now. We just be freaking yapping. I'm just a freaking professional yapper right now. Just choose to live near where the food is. Yeah. As a guy on 3,500 calories a day, DoorDash is expensive. DoorDash is expensive no matter what. It's crazy. They add like 30% or more to your actual cost of your meal. It's crazy. It's not a waste of money if you're rich. If you're rich, there's still better ways you can spend your money. I think if you have all the money in the world, you still don't need to DoorDash. because it's not like restaurant food is like not the healthiest for you, you know? You can get meal prepped, like you can get meal prepped meals for you. That's a better, like that's a great way to spend your money. Saves you the time of meal prepping stuff yourself. Or if you're rich, you get a private chef. Easy. That's what you do. Yeah. It's crazy though too, because there are meal prep services that probably still cost less than what so many people spend on DoorDash. That is like you get a nutritionist that makes the menu, or you get a nutritionist and a professional chef that make the menu for you and will make you all of your meals and snacks and everything through the week. And it can be like, I think up to $1,000 or something per person, which sounds like a lot. But if you're somebody who's eating, like having DoorDash delivered every day, you probably spend way more than that. I mean, it's easy. It's pretty easy to spend $1,000 on groceries for the month. If you're eating like, you know, if you're eating a lot of meat and stuff. It would be so smart. It would be so smart for a company like that to partner with large tech companies where like companies that work at like Microsoft, for example, companies that work at Microsoft get like 30% off of their purchases with this meal prep company. And then Microsoft pays the other 30% or something. Like it'd be so good. How long can you code in a day? Pretty long. It depends on, I feel like it just depends. Pretty long, especially if I'm eating well. And it depends on like how hard the problem is that you're solving and stuff too. Cause sometimes you're like better off take 5, go for a walk, you know? Yeah. All right. I love cooking. Low-key, I just pay for someone to wash the dishes. You got to get just like dishwasher safe everything. Just get like stainless steel pots and pans, and just chuck everything in the dishwasher. That can fix you. Nah, I spend $300 max and eat a Whole Foods vegan diet. There's no way you spend $300 a month on groceries. There's actually just no way. Unless you're eating beans and rice. In 2026, there's absolutely no way. Cook once every 3 days and refrigerate it. That is the trick. That is the trick. I want to get rid of all my nonstick stuff. Yeah. You showed us really good. Is that a Pokemon TCG mat under your... Yeah, it is. It's a Pokemon trading card mat under my keyboard. I'm using it as a desk mat. This is the Mega Charizard one. I can't eat gluten. That's okay. I feel like there's so many things that you can eat that don't have gluten. If anything, I feel like if you're gluten-free, it like forces you to eat a lot of really healthy things. Like you kind of always have to choose the healthier choice. Actually, if you can't have gluten, protein-style burgers are so good. I got into protein-style burgers this year. Actually, so unreal, game-changing. I like it so much more than a bun because you basically get a burger wrapped in lettuce, and I feel like it gives so much more texture to it. I spend $300 to $450, but I eat a fair amount. Wait, $300 to $450? Are you guys saying per month? That is insane. Wait, I guess 300. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. What the heck? Maybe I'm living in like too high cost of living place, but it's like, it is very hard to spend per month in the US. I think it's very hard right now to spend $100 a week on groceries. You've probably answered this many times, but what resources do you find helpful for learning Rust? Oh, I mostly have used JetBrains Academy so far, which I think I have a command for some. I think you can do !learn Rust. Oh, right. Canadian or US dollars. Wait, you're so right. Yeah, because if it's 400, okay, yeah, fair. If you're spending like $400 a month in the US, That's like $600 Canadian. That actually makes sense. That makes sense. What project is this? Hold on. Learn Rust. Canadian groceries are more expensive than the US, but not that much more. Yeah. It depends. I gotta figure out. I think I've saved quite a bit of money on groceries, but it's hard. I'm like, my dog very spoiled. I make her food. So part of my grocery bill is also like 6 pounds of meat for my dog. So, you know what? There's a chance she's a little spoiled, and that's my bad. I did that. All of the like, I can live so frugally, but when it comes to my dog, I'm like, she needs the best. She needs the best of the best. Whatever should I do if she needs something? I would rather not have to do that, but okay. So we'll do temperature. I do need to potentially, okay, wait, actually we'll do, let's do, oh man, my cat eats almost $75 a month. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy though too, because it's actually cheaper for me to do that than it is to buy like raw food from the dog store. Like I'm sure actually, even if I was getting wet food, like canned food for the dog, it would probably also still be more expensive than like cooking her food, which is insane. Shouldn't you watch React Miami Live? Oh, Miami. It's the Miami Festival. I got my dog Cairo before myself. Honestly though, I feed raw dog food is amazing. Raw dog food is also incredibly expensive for like, I don't think that raw dog food gives you that much, like, I think it's very comparable nutrient wise to when you make it at home. I bought raw and it was like $300 Canadian a month. Yeah, it's about that. I think when I buy my dog raw, it's like, how much is it? I think it's around that. It's around 300 or so a month. Because I want to say I can get like a week's worth of food for her. I think it's about a week's worth of food for her is like $80. Yeah, so I cook for my dog. Listen, can I be a dog in your family? Honestly, she probably eats better than most people. She loves it. Is this coding for a freelance project? This is just like learning Rust. I'll probably build something. I'm gonna build something a little bit more substantial. We'll start on that soon. But yeah. Ooh. Wait, you can do, instead of OK00, you can do to do and it'll work. Is that real? Oh wait. That? No. Your code compiles, but panics at runtime. So, but you can't forget to implement it later. Oh, I don't know if that's working for me. To do panics, and any panic is compatible with any type. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll make note of that here. Is this text big enough for you? I'm really trying my best here, but it's massive for me. Okay, can also do which panics at runtime, but compiles. Okay, so this current weather units, we're gonna get I want to get the weather code, because this I think is code I think something like this, let code. And this is going to be a unit of measure. To do or unimplemented. Okay, okay. Bop. Yippee! Okay. Non-exhaustive, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I think it's not quite this. It's, yeah. Okay, wait. If we do... I want... Okay, wait. I need to figure this out. I always forget how to spell Fahrenheit, you guys. I just am like that. It's that, and then it's if val is equal to, I think it's F, or I can do if I can do string dot includes maybe. Oh wait, maybe I have to do val dot includes, I think. Val dot includes. Something like that. Okay, it's pissed. Use this unit of measure Fahrenheit. Guys, I keep forgetting how to do matches. Match result. Okay, error. It's not quite that. I want to do a match on a... Okay, wait. Match on field value Rust. I can't remember. Maybe error in a previous line? Potentially. I can also read... Oh, hold on. I think I can get rid of this. I don't really need that there. All right, hold on. Point is that match. Do I do maybe let... maybe is like a... I can also maybe just do this. Okay. Match. Oh, I see. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. We're cooking. We're cooking. If we do that, then it's that. Okay, it's still pissed. Why are you pissed? Why are you mad? Is it just being silly saying found, but it expected? Oh, okay. Okay, expected a pattern, found an expression. I need to work on this. Format Rust by example. There is a Rust by example, a chapter explaining how to match anything. Yeah, I just keep forgetting. It's like I've read through it and then I lose it forever. It's okay, I've got the Rust reference up. We are so ready. Okay, match X. How do I do a string? Okay, match on string Rust. I'll look in here as well, see if there's a string. for match val Fahrenheit val if really? I still have an if? Oh, I think I get what you're saying. So you're saying this, no, Fahrenheit val if Fahrenheit val. I don't even think I have. Saying that should work. Unit of measure Fahrenheit. Yeah, I think I don't have it. Like I don't actually need. I'm just. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I just do if BC and. Oh wait, there's a chance maybe this just doesn't. Is this ready? Is this? I could also just do, instead of a match, I could just do. If that, then, I could also just have it default to Celsius. I think I'll do that. Okay, and then this is pissed. Oh. And then you're mad, why? Oh, unit of measure is never read, which is fine. So basically, wait, request weather, all I'm doing is, this should not return, this should, hold on. Because I think I need more than just, where's just request? Temperatures, request weather. Temperature, unit of measure. Okay. So what I could do is weather. The match was working. Fahrenheit had a full stop, so it was throwing an error before. Wait, why? Why would you use? Oh. Isn't Celsius, you know, you know what, you might be right. Celsius spelling. Oh. It's Celsius with an S, you're so right. Oh no, how embarrassing. Nobody saw that. Okay, Celsius. Wait. Maybe it's just... Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh wait, here. I'm gonna do something magical. Are you ready? We'll do cell. Dead. We'll do Celsius. Can I make this match? I want to make it match. Oh, you know what I can just do? I'll just do that and then do... think it worked. Ripgep will replace all. I think I now don't have it anymore. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Thank you for correcting my spelling. I didn't even know. I'm out here freaking embarrassing myself. Okay. But I did want to do this, and I can either do... Maybe I just return a tuple here too. We just be returning tuples everywhere. It could also just return a... what's it called? The city itself. But I feel like that seems out of scope to do in this function. You know what I'm saying? Unit of measure. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So then I'm going to return... I'll return weather response dot temp. Or not? Wait, what? Oh, it's dot current weather units dot temperature, comma, the longest thing of all time dot current dot oh wait, no, it's just U of M. Hello? That's what I literally just did all that effort for. Oh, and I need to wrap it. Why is this a mismatch type? What are you? F64? Oh no, I've been making everything a freaking F32. Oh. Just a chance maybe I need 64. This is where you'd want your enum to hold the value. Why? Oh, because I guess it could be unit of measure. It could be unit of measure that holds a value of an F64. That is the temperature. That could be cool. That could be crazy. Wow. Okay. To do. I'll add that to the to-dos. I have to-dos. Make it F64 to store temp info. Wow, we're making good progress. It's good. Why F64? Are we on the core of the sun? This is what the API gives me. Oh, wait. I think you're... Wait, you know what? I copied that from the suggested thing, and I think I could probably just make it F32. You're so right. I was like, oh no, I have to adhere to this thing, this arbitrary thing that has been imposed on me. And I think you're right. It made these F64 by default. We'll change 64 to 32. Yippee! All right. Is there anywhere else that I'm using 64? See, again, what the frick? Just change all of them. There we go. We fixed it. Spice. Oh, it's space chicken. I thought it was spice chicken. This is awesome. Love seeing new Rust projects. Good luck with the type system and compiler. I promise they're worth it. Let's freaking go. Thank you, space chicken. Your account shows up differently. Are you also... You are also a YouTuber. Wait, Super Smash Bros? Wait, hello? You make Super Smash Bros content? And a Coffee Girl original song? Wait, those are sick. What an overlap of worlds. Let's freaking go. You're getting the practice in. I love that, Bash. Let's go. We should all be doing this. No point. You can do ! today in the chat, and that runs the little command that Nightbot sometimes answers. Okay, implement unit of measure function try from string. Wait, why? Your types are correct. It's a really good reason to learn how to use Rust enums. It's so cool. Or my types are incorrect. It's really good to learn how to use. Yeah, you know what? I'm just learning. We are just learning. I just first want to see if this works. Is my thing. Okay, once this is working, we can tweak it. What are you? a city. Can I, you know what I wish could happen here is that I could, oh wait, it does do that. Okay. Never mind. Oh wait, but it didn't open where I wanted it. I wanted to check it out. Temperature. What do you mean? Oh, I haven't created, okay. I know what I did. I hard-coded stuff here. Okay. And don't worry, we'll fix this. But for now, we're gonna get that dot temperature. Or not? What do you even have? Oh. That's why. Okay, temperature. Okay, temperature, and then you. Okay, this could be sick. We can do this. What part of Rust has been the toughest for you to wrap your head around? I think there's just a lot of like ceremony to get used to. I also think I've been keeping everything fairly, I think, realistic for like just starting. So I haven't done anything too crazy yet where I'm like majorly thrown off by it. I was struggling a little bit last time just figuring out how API stuff worked, but nothing that's like so crazy that I haven't struggled with in another language. You know what I mean? What project is it? You can do exclamation mark today. What keyboard am I using? I'm just using the Keychron Q11 split keyboard. You can do today. Should we include it as create city on top? Yeah, I gotta figure that out too. I think there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit of stuff around that. From Fahrenheit. Where even NYC? Arguments to this function are incorrect. Why? Mismatched types? Oh, it could be that this is, okay, it wants an I, but it should be a float. As float. Okay. I don't know the fastest way to delete those. I feel like I could just, there must be something to just be like, hey, let me select these both, like basically this pair and delete it. I appreciate the process. All of the immediate editor screaming at me would not feel fun to me. Oh, why? Do you mean like to like what I'm experiencing in my editor right now, or using a different, or like some other way? Maybe I'm just good at tuning things out. Maybe I'm just like, you know what? Not interested. Create isn't even necessary if it's in the same file. Wait, really? I think it was giving me, I think for what it's worth, I was probably running into some level. Create match inline 45. Oh. Wait, I think that's fine. I think that's what I wanted to do anyway. Yeah. Line 16. From Fahrenheit, tester 1. Wait, when did I write test? When did I write this? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay. This was... Tester, this should be F. Okay. And also I know that there's a different way to do that. You can record a macro for this and attach a key binding to it. Oh, you're so smart. You're right. My editor, sorry, this is Doom Emacs. The beginning Rust journey can be pretty annoying, but I've abandoned using Next.js and SvelteKit completely in favor of mostly Astro with a Rust backend. When I need one, zero regrets. Ooh. What do you like about Astro? Choose one. You must return error via question mark operator, for example, or panic. If your function can panic, there's no reason to return result. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know why I had the create. There's a chance. Was that the only? I think that might have been the only time I was using it. Okay, we're gonna try running it and see what happens. Okay. I'm printing so many things. Error, source invalid string. Okay. Wait. What? Expected F50. Wait, what? Unable to get weather. What did I do? Okay, hold on. I got to, clearly, I've tried to use a string as a float somewhere, which is obviously not ideal. Okay, did I just close all my, hello? Did I just close everything? When am I trying to do that? Temperature. F32 unit of measure. Temperature measure. Oh, I should have read the error better. Hold on. Line 1, column 253. I don't know that this... Oh, wait. Panicked in line 42. Request weather. Oh, wait. Unable to get weather. Wait. Temperature unit measure. Invalid type string. Expected F52. Decode. Request error. It's trying to decode this. The weather code is my guess. But I thought the weather code was wind direction. What? Oh, wait, what? Weather code is a what? Oh, wait, current weather units. Current weather units is everything is string. Why is it trying to? Oh shit. Current weather units. I might have to do. Okay, this is what it's suggesting. Hold on. And then I need I can't help but write a bunch of typos. It's who I am. Okay, so then it's this one. Basically all of this goes actually in here. Except weather code goes here. And then maybe it'll be less upset. And then this will go current weather unit, yeah. And then this is gonna be and potentially it won't be mad. What are your recommendations on getting better at coding? Honestly, okay, I really like reading other people's pull requests in code bases that you are somewhat familiar with, even if you're not that familiar with them. But the more familiar you are with it, you can kind of get a better understanding of why they chose to implement what they did. This is a great use for AI, by the way, is that when you're reviewing someone's pull request, you can ask AI questions about, you know, like if they're using any specific patterns, if there's like, if there was like a more optimal way to include those changes. You can like ask it questions about why the developer might not have done it that way. That is assuming that you don't have access to that developer yourself to ask them questions. I'd say that is one really good way. And then just I know that it's like such a kind of cliche answer, but just like building stuff really does help with your confidence a lot. Trying to fix bugs on different projects, like it kind of depends on like what specifically you're struggling with. I do think like if you're good at like identifying bugs, figuring out steps to reproduce it and fix them is really nice. Like that's a really good skill set to have, especially earlier on in your career. Like that's something that you're gonna have to do a lot at work. Greenfield projects I think are good for like kind of more general experience and getting better at like learning to implement features. Because the thing is too, is that no matter what, without the experience, no matter what, you're going to kind of like write these foot guns with yourself or for yourself. And it's the best way to learn why more senior developers do something a certain way is to not do that thing and suffer the consequences, you know? Do you see yourself letting AI write 100% of the code? I see a lot of devs shifted into that workflow. I actually did a whole video on this, kind of like my take on why there is such a polarity in tech regarding AI. Here, I'll link it. I'll link it here. Yeah. Also, so like, I know that greenfield projects as well can be very intimidating, but just a great way to just like start jumping into it is just re-implement something you already use and try to understand. You can, again, AI is such a good way, such a good tool to like get an understanding on how a specific feature works and where that code is, etc., in a code base that you don't know, that you didn't write. It's really, really nice. Greenfield meaning starting from scratch / blank slate. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you still use NeoVim instead of an AI editor like Cursor? You don't need AI for code generation? No. My priority with coding is one, I like coding. I like thinking about problems. I like the act of coding. Like this is very fun to me. If there's anything I'm going to delegate to AI, it's going to be things that do not bring me joy. Things that do not bring me joy and that do not require a connection with another human being. Because I'm not going to like use AI to interface with another human being. You know what I mean? Like it's icky. Personally, that's my thoughts. But having it like triage issues, having it help me get to the information that I need faster, happy to use it for that. But I think it's also just really important in general. Like, I don't know about you. I understand it's just a tool. I think it's really important to keep our skills sharp and like keep in mind that these are all tools as well that are owned by some company that has a right to change prices on you, gatekeep the software, anything like that. They have a right to do that, to the point where, like, you know, right now a lot of it is free to use and whatever, and that might not be the case down the line. I think that it's like, I think that it's good to use it as a tool, But I don't think it's ever good to be like too dependent on it, you know? And again, could be wrong. I could be wrong. They keep it free forever. But I just think that I personally, when I've gone and used AI like a lot, when I've tried that, I didn't, like, mentally, no growth at all. I did not get more familiar with the code base. I did not get a ton of, I didn't have the same friction that I get when I'm doing things myself that allow me to like really cement the concepts and understand the deep thing of why. Yeah. Learning can be faster with AI. I just gave examples on how learning and navigating other people's code and everything can be made faster. It's a great way to navigate things. It's a great way to get like the information that you need quickly. AI might become an enterprise tool only soon with the prices increasing. Yeah. Gotta let go of the code. That's why. Why would I? That's like, there's so many other things that have followed the same theme of like things are made easier, more user-friendly, blah, 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 blah. And that doesn't mean it negates the usefulness of those skills. Like knowing how to do anything in the terminal. Sure, we've had IDEs where you can just click a button and it runs the code and it does all this stuff and it has all of these like more lower level concepts abstracted away from you, and that's fine. Some people love that. They're allowed to. It's, you know, it does make for a more streamlined, easy experience, but that doesn't mean that it's not still useful to know how terminals work and be able to run these things from the terminal, because there are times where we want that kind of level of control, and it's like, it's fine. You know, it's fine. Also, it's not for newbie, but you can deserialize the string UFM value from the JSON response into your enum automatically without writing the condition. Ooh. Okay, I'll look at that as well. Let me find my little to-dos. This one. Hello? Girl. All right, let's... Oh. Potential conditional deserialization of string to enumerator of JSON. Okay. What are we talking about? Hi. We're talking, there are just some people are asking why even write code in this day and age. And I'm saying it's for the love of the game, baby. It's okay. Hear me out. This could be a bad take, but it does to me sound kind of similar of like, why would you read a book when you can Google it? Why read a book when you can Google it? Which has been something that came up before, you know, this was the big thing that probably came up when search engines came out. And it's one of those things where, sure, there are sometimes you want to read a book and sometimes you want to search it. And you're allowed to do it all. Why read a book when you can YouTube it? Okay, that was something that actually kind of blew my mind. I went to a conference at one point and like, you know, was talking to some different developers, and I was blown away by how many people don't read books, like don't read technical books working in software. They just refer to YouTube videos. Like, I guess YouTube videos and maybe video courses, but I feel like I would go insane just video format. You still use Google too. I say that as I feel like it's like saying like, oh, do you want a Kleenex? It's like saying the name brand instead of the thing. But I personally, I'm using Brave Search or DuckDuckGo a lot of the time. I find Google is not giving great results for like technical results. You know? Have I been hacked? No. If you're talking to someone that's apparently me on Discord, it's not me. And you can report you can probably report that account. It's easier for me to fall into because ADD, but I constantly think I'm learning from a tertiary source here when I should just read the primary source. It's something that I've learned from some of the more skilled developers that I've worked with. When they're looking to like build a new project, it's like they are reading books about if there is like a specific, like, let's say they wanted to, for example, like at Charm, there were a bunch of projects that we had that were based on SSH. And it's not open SSH that allows you to connect remotely to another server. It's like the the SSH protocol, which can handle authentication and create like encrypted connections and stuff like that. But like beyond just what's available, there are more layers to it with beyond just what's available with OpenSSH. But it's like, how would you know that when there's not a ton of people that have like written blog posts about that and all of that? It's like you have to go to a book that is all about, like, there's a book called SSH Mastery that has all of the details about the SSH protocol. Of course, Wikipedia is also like a fun source. If you're going to be misinformed, make it misinformed by the people, okay? But it's like you have to kind of like, you have to do this kind of deep dive in order to understand the layers, in order to understand what you want to include in your software. Yeah. I find a lot of people that build like really interesting projects from scratch are doing a ton of reading, a ton of research into the underlying mechanics of whatever it is that they're translating into a piece of software. I need to read more books, but I prefer to read docs than videos. I feel like it depends. I feel like video is nice for like a higher level explanation of things. You get to see examples, like it can be really nice for that. I find that if it's something where I'm like actively like learning something, I find with videos sometimes there will be times where they're talking about stuff that I'm like, okay, I kind of already know this already. So I want to skip over it. And that's what I like about a written format is that I get to pick and choose what I actually consume versus a video. It's all laid out for you. Sorry, my voice is getting so dry from talking so much. Okay. Yeah, it's really good at teaching you that type of stuff. Yeah. I'm experimenting a lot right now and I'm reading a crazy ton of papers. Let's freaking go. If you're looking, let's see, I don't know what kind of papers you're reading, but if you're looking for like a free resource for academic papers, it basically it basically summarizes the findings. It's not done with AI, to best of my knowledge. It's been around since like well before AI. But it basically summarizes all the latest like academic research into almost like article styled formats where it's kind of, a little bit more readable, a little bit more condensed, where it's like, here's why they were doing the study, here's how they conducted it, here are the results, without all of the evidence that you get in the actual academic papers. Science Daily is a really good resource for that, and it's free. Do you read DevDocs? DevDocs is so great. DevDocs allows you to reference anything from the standard library like so fast. It is really nice. And you get examples and everything. How cracked are Prime and Tej and the gang really bash? Dude, they're actually very good programmers. TJ, okay, so Prime is very, like, just, you can tell the man worked at Netflix for like 10 years. Okay, he's very He's really good at like diving into things. He's very kind of like particular, you know, like I think the changes that he makes to programs are, it's like things have to be very intentional. It has to follow some level of like overarching kind of theme or design for the entire system. Like he's really good at kind of like zooming out and being like, okay, but how does this change fit into like the whole system kind of thing? Like he's very considerate of changes that happen. TJ is a bit of a beast. Man can run on like 3 hours of sleep and still, like, you guys don't even know, when we were at the tower, when we did the coding tower thing, you know, Casey Muratori came and joined us for one of the days, one of the afternoons. And this was like later in the week. And TJ had been trying to rework some of the like animation stuff for like the cards in the card deck. And it was a lot of like really complex like math stuff, right? Because it's like animations and whatever, right? So it was a lot of like complex math things that needed to happen to make it look nice. Casey obviously is super experienced in that. Casey basically gave TJ a like maybe 45-minute to an hour lecture on like how this works, how to do it. And then TJ just immediately after he's been up for like, I don't even know how many hours, like probably close to 20 hours. And he just sits down and implements it exactly how Casey just described it. And I was like, brother, I would need like, I think I was talking to Ben, and I was just like, brother, I would need like a day or two to process, you know, what did he even just say? What does that mean? You know, like, let me break it. Like, let me try and actually understand this. And TJ was just like, oh yeah, sure. You're so right. I got it. And just did it. And I was like, #goals. We'll get there. Me sending applications to C++ positions while listening to the stream. Let's go, Vsard. I wish you luck. Good luck. Good luck. I will look into that. Yeah, let me know what you think, because it's something that I used to really like keeping up with academic research, and I found it to be such a great resource. Like, it's kind of like light enough. You can literally just have it with like, you know, your morning cup of coffee. You get to sit down, read some of the latest findings. A cup of coffee. Most developers I know are particular. Yeah. I think he thinks well. He got good thoughts. I think I remember that lecture. He pulled out a whiteboard and everything. Yeah, it was insane. No, it is Nano. I've never seen anyone like no signs of tiring. I was like, this man's like the Energizer Bunny. Is crazy. Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta switch scenes again. Kodo, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Kim Kardashian, thank you for the Prime as well. I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. Okay. Sipper says, I feel like I'm a very mid developer, and a lot of people put the hours in and are smart. Makes me inspired to do my best and to put the intentional hours too. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think the community I think that should be the takeaway, you know? I don't think it's ever one of those things where it's like, oh, this person's doing well, so I'm doing poorly. No, it's like, this person's doing well, so how do I let me use that as inspiration. How can I be like that, you know? What are they doing that makes this look so easy for them? And or like, yeah. Okay, Science Daily looks like an actual good page. You know what? It is. I'm glad that you're excited about it. Dev is just a job. It's also kind of a lifestyle. I feel like a lot of people are very dedicated to programming, you know? It's like, I feel like it's an easy thing to be passionate about. All right, we go back. Focus coding. Have you read Throne of Glass? I haven't. Is it good? Just Us says, I'm a bit worried that because a lot of people are getting into programming with AI, we'll have a shortage of senior devs in 10 to 15 years from now. I think, what do I think? I'm so curious about how things are going to play out, because I do think that like with AI, you can use that to like really amplify your, like, it can fill a lot of your weak spots as a programmer. Like it can teach you things to make you more well-rounded. That's like more accessible than ever. So I think it's just so much in how you use it. Like if you choose not to like challenge yourself, use your brain, you know, you're intentionally kind of nerfing yourself. But I mean, I think also though, I've like personally in my experience, I've also had times, especially like early on in my programming journey, where I held myself back from trying things because I found it too intimidating, you know? And I do feel like AI can kind of bridge that gap of like, hey, if I get stuck, I can unblock myself, you know? Versus like when you're junior enough and you're like, if I get blocked, I'm going to like, you know, I don't have the confidence yet to know that I can unblock myself. But yeah. Oh no. Okay, Kodao says, am I a bad person for liking when people quit programming because of the AI scare? I think there's always going to be stuff to be like scared of, you know? It's like, oh, the economy's not doing well. Oh, this is happening in the world. This, you know, it's like there's always going to be something that you just like, I think it just what is within your control. What do you see for yourself in the future? Make sure you're prioritizing those things. What is within your control? What can you do today to bring yourself closer to those things? Focus on that. Everything else is just fluff. Like, it don't gotta be that deep. Okay. Alrighty. I gotta remember what I was doing here. Getting sidetracked with the chat always. All right. Okay. I just wanted to, I think, see if it runs. Speed. Yeah, that's fine. I have a bunch of fields that are never used yet because I might add them in later. Actually, I'm going to delete. Oops. Yes. And this one. Oops. Is it running? Is that real? Hold on. That's not right. That's what? What? No. Yeah, I'm with you, Otzi. I love forums. There's so much more engaging to read as well. Okay, frick. Wait, where did I go wrong? Okay, I'm also gonna coordinates, request the weather. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. We can print. Can I just print the whole thing? Weather response. I'm just gonna print that whole thing. Does not implement debug. Where are you? Current weather units. Can I just do, I think I can just do this. Oh shit. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think it's not gonna be upset now. It's still mad. Borrow of partially, oh yeah, okay. Is that gonna work? Borrow of partially removed. Oh no. I think I can just clone? Can I just clone you? I forget. Borrow of partially moved value. Wait, maybe it'll give me, because has type string which does not implement the copy trait. Okay, so weather code. I see. Weather code. How do I make it? Do I? Something like that? Frick, I forget. Okay, wait, hold on. Just add and before weather response? You're right, I could. I think there was borrow of partially removed value. No, it doesn't like that either. Hold on. String. Oh, hold on. That? Oh, don't even clone. Is this not a string? It's okay, we'll figure it out. I don't know if I need this now. We're on the line 122 or move. Okay. What does partially moved mean? It means the string doesn't implement copy, which means it moves. It transfers ownership. So you have to do something where basically the second time that you reference, like, so because weather response contains the string gets moved. So you have to say that it's basically going to get copied, or you're going to clone it or like borrow it or something. Because it gets moved to val here, I think. It's something like that. It's like val gets moved, or it gets moved to val, but the rest of it hasn't moved, so it's partial only. That, huh. What the frick is this? No. What is this? What is this? What? Or use debug weather response. What the? It's literally giving me, this weather API is giving me the wrong. This can't be the right New York. Did I mess up the lat long? I must have. That's crazy. Oh, but I think there was something weird with debug as well, that it was getting mad at. Like something wouldn't work. I can't remember what. Pop, pop, pop. Where did I put my little print here? Okay. Wait, did I... United States? This is so interesting. Okay, wait. I'm gonna run this and see if it gives me the right coordinates back. Because we were getting like 10 results for New York, and I was like, hello? Hello? Okay. So this one has a population and is called New York. Okay, what is the lat long? Okay. Oh, wait, that in decimal degrees? Decimal degrees? Yeah. Okay. Wait, that sounds right. And then, hold on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to figure out, I'm going to print this request before I send it. Request format. Meep, 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 meep. Do I need to do something? I don't remember what that does. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Latitude. This is weird. I have in my GitHub repo exactly what you're having written in Rust. Write small tests and do it step by step. You can divide your logic and IO operation. Yeah. It's definitely querying for the right latitude and longitude. I just don't understand why it's giving me the wrong weather. Yeah, but I don't even think it's 12. Okay, wait. Interesting. Yeah, 12 Fahrenheit would be freezing. Apparently, temperature. So interesting. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do this. Okay, wait, give me one sec. Let me just try something. I'll show you after. The chat is in shambles. You say, why are we excluded? Time 24th. Today. Okay. Oh, frick. Okay, wait. Weather code is not what I thought it was. So it's in weather units, temperature is what has... I just curled it, in case you're wondering. We just did a little curl-a-rooski. So it's actually going to be wet. It's not weather code, it's temperature. Oh, my AirPod died. Listening to nothing. Sometimes I just be listening to nothing. Also, someone gave me the tip of like whenever they go to the gym, they use the wipes provided, like the little one-time use wipes, disinfectant on their AirPods while, like when they leave, and I was like, that's so smart. So I've been doing that. Okay, and you are now gonna be, yeah, so that is actually what's doing the unit of measure thing. If it contains F, the only thing is I don't know if it's giving me Celsius. Even though I know America be doing freedom units, okay? So maybe we just have a list of places. Time zone GMT? I mean, it could be 12 degrees Celsius there right now. It's saying it's 16 though. There's a chance the API is all Celsius, which is fine, because then I can also just have like a list of places that use Fahrenheit. Are you sure that the vowel is always uppercase? Yeah. It's always uppercase C or F. But yeah, you're right. It could be better. We're going to change that as well. Ew. What? What? Okay, well, I think that probably prints something more useful now. So it is kind of true. You can do that. I might end stream soon. I think we might be at the end. And then I finish it off stream and I share my thoughts. Because I do keep getting a little bit sidetracked. She's a little bit sidetracked. Wait, what? I remember getting an ear infection from putting my AirPods in after dropping one at work. That's insane. Yeah, you do. You're right. You're so right. I mean, I feel like we made some decent progress here, and I feel like this is very doable to finish this quite quickly. So basically what the tasks that I need to do for this before I can consider it done is I do still need to, I want to change the enumerator to carry the temperature. I want to have probably, I might need a list of places that use Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, whatever. What was it? Something like that? Fahrenheit. Anyway. Might need to list places that use Fahrenheit, then convert accordingly. do proper error handling instead of panicking. Yeah. Proper error handling. I also need to get user input for the city and country eventually. Fahrenheit. No, it's not. There's no G. Fahrenheit. I don't think any of you are right. I think you're all wrong. Oh my God, you're right. There's an H in there. Oh my God. See, this is what I mean. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I need to do. And then that's good enough. Just clone it. That. Kelvin is so much easier. It really is. But you have travelers who want Fahrenheit in other locations. That's true. Actually, you're right. Maybe I mean, you know what? You're so right. Okay. Maybe we just get them to say user input for city, country, plus unit of measure. All right. And then they can convert. Kevin? Wait, Kevin's here? What the heck? I'm German. I know how to write Fahrenheit. Oh, well, you know what? I can just convert. I don't need any additional parameters. I'm converting it. I'm doing maths, as the British say. I was so locked in. I didn't pay attention. Suddenly, stream is over. It's okay. Don't worry. All of my stream lives, the live VODs, they all live on YouTube forever. In case you didn't know. And for what it's worth, I actually have a playlist for live streams because there were some I was trying to figure out how live streams work on YouTube. So I have a bunch that I unlisted to see what that would do. And then now I can't make them public again because then it'll notify all of my subscribers. It's going to be like the most spam thing that I could possibly do ever. Because they're all going to get pinged for every single one that I make live. Anyway, you can find them on my homepage though. I feel like my live streams one should be public. Okay. Oh no, it's because every all the okay, yeah. It's in if you go on my YouTube channel, there's background bunny vibes. Okay, background bunny vibes. Dude, Prime is legit. I met the guy. He's exactly the way he is on stream. Yeah, he's very consistent. He's the same. He's good. He's a good person. Yeah. I think you, I mean, I feel like you can tell people like the people who are genuine in how they show up online are going to be very consistent when you see them in person. You know what I mean? Will this code be on GitHub somewhere? I can put it on GitHub. I can do that. All right. We're going to raid the animals once again. Let me find the live stream. Can I edit? Oh, no. Okay. The Smash thing that Tijin Prime did at React Miami was really cool. I didn't see it. I don't know what happened. You're going to have to fill me in. What's the lore? What we doing? Do I not edit this from here? Man, streaming on YouTube is such an interesting little experience. So funky. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Gremlin Coder BashBunni this week. I hope that was a fun little end to your Friday. And I hope you all enjoyed all of the little side tangents that we go on during the streams. Okay, where in the world? Where in the world, where do you want me? What do you want me to do here? I'm trying to get... Okay, there's a chance that I forgot how to send you to Alveus. on YouTube. To be honest. Oh, wait, I added it. I found it. I found it. Alveus, you're going to the animals? Alveus. And there. Yippee. Yes. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Oh, I'm trying to read Alveus Sanctuary. In the weekend. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. It is Rust Station Bunny for real. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you all go eat some really good snacks and enjoy. I will see you again. The VODs are on my YouTube if you wanna subscribe, you want to check it out, you are welcome to. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy what I'm doing on YouTube and on Twitch and all of that. But otherwise, let's go hang out with the animals. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Peace out. Goodbye forever. I'll see you on Monday.